Yo, what it do? It's called TV. You already know what it is. Back at y'all with an update. We got some breaking news on a Chicago rapper. Basically, two Chicago rappers. One of them goes by the name of Lil Durk. The other one is King Von, aka Davon Bennett. Rest in peace to King Von. But it's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on with this King Von case. It's a lot of names that's getting brought to justice. It's a lot of people that's getting brought, in this case. We out here grilling though. We got the grill running. But it's a lot of stuff about this case. A lot of people was telling me that they feel like, and they think that the Chicago feds are saying that Lil Durk uh, could have had something to do with this murder. As far as FBG Duck, a lot of people saying that Lil Durk and King Von was tag teaming artists, tag teaming gang members, and paying them lots of money to get people going. Now we don't know if this is true or false. Like I said, it's just so many resources, just so many people that's identifying that this is what's going on in King Von and FBG Duck's case. Now, like I said, we recently just seen Lil Durk go to Chicago with like $1 million cash. As I said on the other video, a lot of people looked at that money. They looked at that as a payment uh, for FBG Duck's murder. A lot of people said that a lot of stuff that happened around Lil Durk is not obvious. They said this stuff is happening to Lil Durk and King Von for some reason. Now, the reason a lot of people tell me, a lot of people say that these two guys are cursed. Yes, that's right. When I mean cursed, they got like a spell put on them. They got some crazy stuff that's going on with them right now. A lot of people claim these two is cursed, and anybody that has anything to do with them or associate with them will pay the big ultimate price. Now you can see Lil Durk lost a lot of homies. Just take a minute, think about it. Lil Durk lost a lot of homies, bro. Lil Durk lost over 30 homies, bro. King Von lost over 30 homies, bro. You know, these dudes were super famous in their hood, and they blew up. They became something that nobody never thought that they'd be. These dudes was like a dominant force, a duo that was bringing a lot of violence in Chicago. A lot of people blamed Chief Keef for violence, but that was not the case. You got people like Lil Durk and King Von that's really out here, that's rapping about bodies. They rapping about people they shot. They rapping about people who was hurt, people who was disrespecting them and ended up in the backwood and stuff like that. They talked about this in numerous songs on numerous different occasions. And Lil Durk lost the closest person he had to him, and like I said, that was King Von. That's why a lot of people think this guy's cursed. They think that his luck is catching up with him, because you got to think about it. Them guys, a lot of people said that King Von and Lil Durk hurt a lot of people, bro. We don't know if that shit true or false. We just know a lot of people is claiming that these guys used to really hurt people. Get Back Gang, that's a real gang. They said it's nothing fake about that gang. That gang was actually in the police paper. It was in the Chicago paper for basically get backs. Basically, people who disrespect these guys that was in jail, or people who did something to their homie while they was in jail. These guys will retaliate as soon as they get out of the jail cell. King Von had a lot to do with this big get back gang, what you call it. But he had a lot to do with this. All them guys was his homies. If you look at it, all them guys, the BDs, the new breed BDs, they was all get back gang, and they was OTF 600. They did anything these dudes said. Now right now, Lil Durk, I feel like Durk should be careful. Durk should worry about himself right now. He got a lot of attention on his back. He got the feds that's looking into him. He got the local PD that's looking into him. He got gang members that's looking into him. Recently, him and his wife, they had to fight for their life because somebody broke in their house. And his wife got the shooting at she got the shooting at the perpetrators and stuff, and it went viral. They was prepared for that, but it's just a lot of bad luck Dirk got. A lot of bad luck. And if he's doing good 1 minute, you wouldn't think that nothing like this will ever happen. You wouldn't even guess that nothing like this will ever happen. It's all about the luck thing. Karma is a lot. Karma is true. When you do something to somebody, that could turn around and come back to you 100 times worse. What you doing to somebody else? Karma is true. So that's all we know about him right now. Shit. I just don't understand why the hell. I don't understand why he's still associating with the same guys. You feel me? Because when you do that, you got to think about it. You got to think about your success more than anybody else. They're going to do whatever you tell them to do. So, it depends on what you're doing. Like I said, a lot of people told me this guy had bad luck. They said this guy's cursed. I don't know why, but this guy got a lot of stuff going on with him, man. Hopefully, Lil Durk can get up out of that. Hopefully, Durkio can get up out of that, because he got a lot of stuff going on with him. A lot of people said that King Von. Now, let me get on King Von. Everybody know about King Von. They said this guy has over 7 bodies and over 10 attempts. When I mean 7 bodies, that mean they said King Von has over 7 murders. They said he have over 5 murder charges. And 10 attempts, that mean 10 people he attempted to, blick down. He got 10 attempts on people. So, it's just a lot of stuff. Rest in peace, King Von. It's just a lot of stuff going on. His album just dropped this Friday. It was a big commotion about his album because the Baby and NBA Youngboy dropped their album on the same day he had. It's just a real big commotion as far as with Lil Durk and King Von. King Von is not even alive, and he's being talked about more than ever right now. King Von is being talked about more than ever right now, bro. And I believe if King Von was alive, a lot of stuff will change. I think if King Von was alive, that album was just dope. It was a classic. He had some good music on there. A lot of people heard this album. A lot of people compared this album with other albums, and it was just a lot of backlash. King Von is very talented. That's one thing people don't realize. This guy's a lyricist. I never really heard nobody rap like this guy. Like I said, he's a lyricist. He know how to take something and put it together real quick. Just think about the crazy stories he did. Just think about the crazy stories King Von did. Listen to those lyrics. A lot of people said those lyrics was true. King Von himself in so many ways said the lyrics was true, but like I said, we would never know. I just know that that guy got over 5 murder charges, and who will rap about drilling somebody if you ain't, got nothing to do with that type of stuff. King Von indeed had something to do with this type of stuff. Like I said, he was the one who made Get Back Gang, and that was a gang, like I said, retaliation for, they fallen homies, the homies who was getting dissed while they was locked up, basically people who was disrespecting their homies that they couldn't get to right away. They get back. It's a get back, bro. Get back game. But yeah, man, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this Lil Durk curse stuff. Do you think Lil Durk is cursed, or do you think people just talking? Because a lot of people, I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of fans that tells me this about Lil Durk. They ain't saying Chief Keef cursed. You know why? Because Chief Keef is at the house. Chief Keef is getting money. Chief Keef is not worried about the old block business no more. Chief Keef is a superstar. Everybody said this guy was the worst thing in the world. He was this type of monster. He was getting people killed. A lot of stuff that was going on in Chicago was due to Chief Keef. But as you can see, all that was a fib, bro. Chief Keef is doing, like I said, excellent. Arcade in the house. Just started his own weed brand. He's still cooling with the same guys. He around the same guys. He know not to mess with no new people because, like I said, when you mess with new people, then cases and stuff like that start to come up. A lot of people start accuse you and stuff like that. But Chief Keef is doing wonderful, bro. I'm so proud of Chief Keef. He ain't mixed up in this stuff. Everybody know him as being Big BD, but Chief Keef is not mixed up in this garbage that's going on right now. Like I said, if you look at it, Chief Keef actually playing the game like Kobe. Just like that song he made, when he first got on, I've been balling so hard, I think that I'm Kobe. Bro really out here like Kobe. He playing the game smart. He not getting in that mess. I know him and Lil Durk had issues back then over a $10,000 payment that Durk wanted him to pay him to get him out of jail or something like that. It was just crazy. It was all over College Kid, Rap Catcher. A lot of people tuned in on this. A lot of people got in on this business once they heard this. You would never think Chief Keef and Lil Durk would be beefing because they both came out the same year. They from the same block, the same neighborhood. These guys both were struggling, had to share a dollar, 50 cent Honey Bud or 50 cent Honey Bud. You know, these guys had to share dollars before they got this fame, before they got all this money. You got to think about that. And the biggest thing of all, both of these guys is BDs. They black disciples, bro. They black disciples, and they from the same O-Block area. That's what all the BDs get along. All the BDs represent each other. So I'm just happy that Chief Keef ain't in this mess. You hear Lil Durk name all through the garbage. You hear King Von name all through the garbage. Chief Keef basically just sitting back watching this shit and seeing what's going on. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this Lil Durk and King Von curse situation. Do you think these guys is cursed, or do you think people just, putting too much butter on the bread? What y'all think about this? Y'all let me know. Subscribe to this channel. Shout notification gang. If you're trying to be a notification gang member, all you gotta do is just comment notification gang on this video. We got like 60 people. We need like 60 more. You can be the 61st. We really appreciate all our subscribers. Y'all subscribe to this channel, tune in, turn on my notifications. Like I said, let me know about this Lil Durk and King Von curse situation. But you already know what it is, bro. It's Clout TV, and we out of this thing. Gang.